Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a low-cost luxury video to show you one of the great items I picked up from either TJMaxx or Marshall's. So today's item that I found at TJMaxx was the Beauty and the Beast lipstick collection from LORAC. And this I got from TJMaxx for $16.99. And it has 5 lipsticks in here, all in a really cute and beautiful gold package with the flower design. So as I get into them, I can show you all of the colors. I will try them on, show you how they look on my lips and skin tone, and give you just some overall first impressions as I am applying the lipstick. I think the packaging is really pretty. The lipsticks come in a clear container, so when you take off the lid is clear with the flowers all over the plastic. And then on the tube itself, it says LORAC on one side and then Beauty and the Beast on the other, which I think is a really cute touch. So I will apply these from lightest to darkest and remove my lipstick every time in between to let you see how the colors apply. So there is my bare lip. The first color I'm going into is True Beauty. This pretty kind of nude color. And there is a, what does that smell like? It smells like a MAC lipstick. So it has a kind of vanilla, soft powdery scent. So it's really nice. But as I apply, very creamy, not a matte formula, but a nice cream formula. There's no shimmer in it or glitter. Just a creamy sheen on the lips. So there is True Beauty. Now on to the next. I'm going into Savoir Faire. And this is a little more peachy nude. And this is the Mod lipstick formula from LORAC. I am not really familiar with that line from LORAC, but it does have a very comfortable creamy feel, and it was very easy to take off. So it's not a matte formula, but a nice comfort formula, so it might take more reapplication throughout the day. If you're going to wear this consistently throughout the day, it's not going to stick on like a matte formula, but a nice satin creamy formula. So now Savoir Faire. And this one is a little more thick than the first one, and I don't know if it's just me and the color, but it has a little more fruity fragrance than the initial vanilla of the True Beauty color. So here's Savoir Faire. Much more peachy. I don't know if I'd reach for this one as often, just because I tend to shy away from peachy orange trending or base shades because I don't feel it goes well on my skin tone with more of a pink skin tone. But I do think it is pretty, just not something I would reach for consistently. But here it is. Again, very smooth. This one is a bit thicker than the other and has a little more matte finish than the creamy True Beauty. And on to the next one. So for the third lipstick, I am going to try Belle Eve. And this is more of a dusty rosy nude. Very pretty. I think this will be a nice everyday lipstick. This is probably the closest to my natural lipstick color or lip color. And this does have that same vanilla smell, and it's very creamy. Does have a good creamy sheen to it without being glittery or shimmery. So here's Believe. And on to the next. Okay, now the fourth color I'm going to try on is Très Chic. And this has more of a mocha cream shade. So the same creaminess as the previous ones, but definitely a deeper trending towards brown color. I think it's very pretty for a fall look that you might want to do. I'd probably put a little gloss on it to lighten it just a little bit. Maybe my Marc Jacobs Sugar Sugar, something like that, just to give a little bit lighter tone on it. But overall, I do think it is a very pretty kind of mocha color. So there is Très Chic. And finally, on to the last color. Okay, so the final color is Rose Red, or Red Rose. And it's a pretty red, blue-based red color. And I have not used a liner or anything when applying these, but probably because of their creaminess, if I were to wear this lipstick for the entire day, I would put on a lip liner to prevent the bleeding, because it is not a matte formula. It's a very creamy formula. So more than likely this would bleed onto my skin if I were going to wear this for more than an hour. But here is Red Rose. So very pretty. I would say this pulls a little more pink than orange. It is very creamy on the lips. I would need to put on a liner if I were to wear this beyond just for filming. It's not the neatest application, but it is a very pretty, creamy red color. So I would say of all of these colors, my favorites are the Red Rose, the Believe, and True Beauty. They pull more naturally on my skin tone than the Peachy Savoir Faire or Très Chic. Those were a little too peachy orange for me, and then a little too brown for me personally. But I do really like the formula and how it feels on the lips. As I was removing them each time, it was not difficult to take them off, and they do feel very moisturizing. It's not a formula that I feel you'd have to scrub your lips off, because like I said, it was very easy for me to wipe them away. The downside I would foresee is that reapplication you would have to do pretty often throughout the day compared to a matte formula, but definitely not as often as a maybe shimmer or sheen formula. So I do think this is a very beautiful collection. I'm really into all of the Disney collections that are coming out. So I was excited to see this at TJMaxx with the whole Beauty and the Beast movie that came out last year, and she is one of my favorite characters. Not quite as close to my heart as Snow White, but my second favorite princess is Belle. So I am going to also keep a lookout for the eyeshadow palette, which I had seen was possibly popping up at TJMaxx and Marshall's recently. So hopefully I can snag that. But overall, I would say this is a great deal for $16.99 to get 5 lipsticks with such a creamy, comfortable wear, and then just such a beautiful packaging. I would say you can't go wrong if you find this at TJMaxx.